r/Ask Me Anything by Redmond ETS. I'm a sex worker in Korea. Ask me anything. Not sure if you'll be able to answer this question from personal experience, but how do Korean people who solicit sex work differ from those who do so in the West? That is, way they treat sex workers, shame, demographic, etc. Also, would love to hear about how you got into this line of work and any memorable experiences or stories you may want to share. I think Korea is definitely more judgmental about sex work, but again Korea is more judgmental about everything. I spent my early childhood in Canada and returned to Korea when I was 8 or 9, and I grew up pretty wealthy. When I was 15, my parents got a divorce, and my mom and I got kicked out of the house, and we lived in a homeless shelter from 15 to 18. At 18 I got into sex work. How do you find it? How did you go about setting up the first time? It's everywhere like a strip club. I started in a smaller room salon in Seoul. On an average, how much can you earn per month? Do you have a manager or pimp? I know I will get hated for this, but 10 grand. I don't have a pimp, but I work for a room salon. 10 grand in US dollars. Yes. Are you frequented by any military personnel? Trafficking in persons law changed the game for United States service members. It's a strict violation to buy sex workers. Side note, I am a woman, and the many times I've been to Thailand, I pay the bar fine on the young girls and just have them bring me food and beers. I guess it's my way of taking them out of the game for a bit. I don't think I've had anyone who work in US Army. Also, I really appreciate what you do. Sometimes we need a break too. For a Korean sex worker, your English seems relatively good and educated. Are you a sex worker by choice or necessity? I spent my childhood in Canada and my mom is like half Canadian. Obviously I wasn't forced to do it, but I wouldn't choose to do it if I didn't have financial struggles. 10 grand a month. Have you ever thought about different avenues with that money? I don't see how one can struggle with roughly 10 grand a month. I meant I started it because of financial struggle. I am not struggling anymore, but I'm trying to save up enough for future plans. Do you think you'll retire early since you're relatively high income, or will you just move to a different industry when this one is no longer viable? I think I'll move to a different industry. Maybe do like nail salons or online shopping mall. Is your line of work strict in testing for STDs? I would hope they provide you those testing for free to keep you healthy. Very strict. Are many of your customers Westerners? I've never had any foreign customers besides Chinese. Do you enjoy your job? Have you ever been in a violent position and what happened? Is this type of work frowned upon or accepted in Korea? I don't know if I enjoy it, but it's not that bad. To be completely honest, many guys are violent and think it's okay to hit us. It is frowned upon, but I try not to care what others say. Do you mean like spanking or other violent stuff? Not spanking, like throwing wine glasses and stuff like that. Have you slept with any idols? No, but I've had some politicians. Oh, even juicier lol. One more. Do you service both men and women? Only men. Do you enjoy anything about the job? Are you turned on at all at work? I enjoy the money and I made some friends there. I've never been, like it's such a bad setting to get turned on. Do the Korean men have small pennies? I think it's relatively smaller than Western guys. Do you fit Korean beauty standards well? Yes, but I got some fears so I can't say it's natural. How often do you guys who just come in to chat? Like in movies? None. How old are you now? You said you make 10 grand a month, and you were kind of put in this situation because of circumstances outside of your control. So I'm curious to know how much longer you plan on doing this? Are you putting money away, saving it, investing it? I am saving it for my future plans. I don't know when exactly, but I am definitely going to move on to different jobs, as I can't stay in this kind of work forever. How often do you come at work? Have you ever feared for your safety or life? If so, how commonly? Are you concerned about STIs? Ever gotten pregnant from your day job? I never did at work. Of course there are a lot of risks and stress, but every job has its downsides. I get tested very regularly and they're very strict about it, so it's less concerning. Never gotten pregnant. Are foreigners welcomed? When I was in the army, some very few places would welcome foreigners. I've never had foreigners besides Chinese, but anyone is welcome. Aside from the totally inappropriate questions, how has finding love or dating life been for you? I'm not really looking to date, and I don't have much opportunity to meet guys my age, because I spend all my day sleeping and working. Are you ever grossed out by anyone? If so, how do you do your job? I don't get grossed out by their appearance or whatever, but I do when they are disrespectful and violent. I mean, there's not much I can do, like I've got to make them like me so I get paid. So just suck it up, do whatever they want and get my money. That's all folks. Thank you for watching. If you like videos like this one, why not like and subscribe for more? Have a nice evening.